Hey heroes, welcome back here. Ez and I are knocking out another video. So in our last one, we talked about the possibility of Logain being possessed by the Dark One in season one, just because of how much different his story is going to be. The fact that he's even in season one with any sort of prominence in the first place is vastly different than the books. And it seems like he's going to be a much bigger role. So we talked about, he's breaking out, the possibility of him possibly maybe being like our villainous character in season one. And as you pulled up something, you are asking a question. I mean, is he after something in season one?
Is he after something? So here's the thing. I call him the Lord Dragon, as he should be called, because he believes, right? They call him a false dragon. He's called the false dragon Logain, right? Because this can't be the time for the last times and for the last battle in Tarmangaiden. This is not it, right? So he has to be false. So, but he believes he's real. And if he believes he's real, Sir Matt, he would want to fulfill the prophecies of the dragon, right? He would want to look at them, see maybe he's being advised to go one way or another way. And I just keep thinking to myself, like, is there a way where in which you could run Rand right into this guy? If you're not going to see, he sees him in book 1 in Camelin. And it's funny, there's this stare down and this wild laughter that happens with Logain. But this is not something that we are going to see because we're not going to Camelin. So where do we have this meetup? And if he does break out, if Logain is going to break out and be the big bad villain for most of season 1, which we're starting to think like that is kind of what we're doing here maybe, where do they run into each other? Maybe he's going to the Eye of the World. That's crazy. I know it's crazy. I know it's insane. But perhaps he's going there. Perhaps he gets some intel himself and thinks he needs to go there, or it's a part of fulfilling the prophecies or whatever. Moiraine doesn't move to the Eye of the World until she learns from Loyal that there's some stuff going on there, right? So she hears something from Loyal that's also validated by what Perrin and Egwene hear with the Tinkers in the first book. And they're realizing that's where the Dark One means to strike. That when the seals are weakening on the Dark One's prison, the Forsaken will go there. So why are they there? The Forsaken are there, my friend, to tap into that source, that power. There are objects there that they want to get and to possess, right? For the Dark One and to make sure that the dragon can't acquire them. These are these power objects they need to get. Well, if you're the dragon, Logain, wouldn't you want the dragon's banner? Wouldn't you want the Horn of Valir? Wouldn't you want a pure, Saidin to tap into or whatever? And if even if you're being possessed by the Dark One, as Matt suggested maybe in our first video, then maybe the Dark One's pushing him in that direction. And it's slightly different from the show, but as he moves there, Moiraine says we need to go there first and we need to counter and get there. I don't know if they're going to go that far. We saw some stuff about Faldara, but I just think we need to be ready for this to be very much shifted, and I think this story is going to be a lot different, and Logain is a big deal, seemingly, in this.
Yeah, thinking about it, maybe Logain will be sort of our de facto Forsaken. Like, I don't know if we're going to end up seeing all of the Forsaken. Maybe they just change it and make it shorter, and then, you can build the idea of the Dark One by giving us a physical sort of person to stare at. Look at Game of Thrones, for example. In the books, it's the Great Other, right? And the White Walkers are there, but there is no, well, they're kind of, deep theory, Night King type of a character. But in the books, there is no sort of one singular person like there is in the Game of Thrones show with the Night King that you can point to and say, this is like the leader. And I think you kind of need that in a TV show. So maybe Logain is maybe is possessed or something, and that way we can use him to speak as the Dark One to build up the idea of the Dark One, other than he's just some sort of like evil demonic lord, like demon type thing that we don't really see. I mean, you and I are in book 5, we're about to finish book 5, and we don't see the Dark One as like himself. You hear of the Forsaken and stuff like that. So maybe he's gonna not necessarily be a Forsaken, but maybe he's going to fill that kind of a role.
Yeah, for sure. And the other thing too, in Eye of the World with Balsamon and the dreams and seeking the same individual that Moiraine is seeking, the Dark One is seeking, and Padon Fane, his hound, is out after him. So if the Dark One is seeking him and they're having these nightmares, to tie that to Logain and to understand for a larger audience how dangerous it is to be a male channeler, you have Logain talk about his nightmares and what he's seeing in his dreams. And then you start to think, oh, shoot, our 3 lovely, boys from Emmons Field are having the same type of nightmares as this crazy guy. And this is nuts. This can't be. Moiraine, protect them. Where's Tom? Somebody step in here. Get him away from the Aes Sedai. How do you stop this? Like, the audience has to feel for them and say, we don't want them to turn into a Logain-like character. And then it looked like he broke out. It looked like Logain was shielded and possibly broke out. And maybe that's an early shielding, and it was only held by 2 sisters, and then they had to go get more. You know what I mean? That's probably what that is. And ultimately, he is held. But I don't know if this is, maybe there's going to be like a whole arc finish up in 4 episodes or something, and then we're going to get through the Logain stuff and then move on to them traveling themselves and just getting away from Shadar Logoth. But because really the whole setup is they just have to they're trying to get to Tar Valon. Moiraine wants to take, Rand back there because she believes she's found who she needs to find. But then it's revealed that we have to get to there's a priority. Need is driving us to get to the Eye of the World. So why in the show do they need to get there? Could Logain be a force that's propelling them there? It's just going to be crazy because there's no Caemlyn, there's no Loyal to get us to the Waygate there. They go to a different Waygate, it looks like, and I don't know, man. It's starting to look like it's going to be different, and I'm cool with it being different. I just am. We're speculating here, and we've got our tinfoil hats on, and we're trying to figure out this trailer a bit. See what we got.
It's great. So, guys, leave us a comment. Let us know what you guys think about Logain's role in season 1, and what do we think is going to happen? It's obvious that it's going to be different than the book. So, let us know. Is he going to be searching for some of these objects? Is he going to be walking down the path of the dragon and trying to fulfill these prophecies? So leave us a comment. Let us know. Thank you guys as always for watching. Hit that subscribe button, and remember that the grave is no bar to our call.